الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear student, how are you? I think you are well by the grace of Allah. I am also well. Welcome to my class. Today I am going to take a class on behalf of Bangladesh Online Madrasa. At first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fariduddin, Assistant Teacher English, Dukchasia DS Fazil Madrasa, Dukchasia Bogura. Let's see some images and text and guess. In this picture, they said we are teachers, and in this picture, they said that they were teachers. Another picture you can see, he says, I like playing, and he says that he likes playing. What do you guess by seeing these images and conversation? What changes do you notice here? Yes, I think you can guess. So, our today's lesson is narration or speech. Narration or speech. Learning outcome. After the end of this lesson, learners will be able to define speech, classify speech, changing speech from direct to indirect. There are three learning outcomes. So let's start. What is speech? Speech is an expression which is expressed by the speaker. What is speech? Speech is an expression which is expressed by the speaker. Okay. We may report the words of a speaker in two ways. So, there are two kinds of speech. They are direct speech and indirect speech. What is direct speech? Direct speech means we may quote his actual word. We may quote his actual word. This is called direct speech. This is called direct speech. And what is indirect speech? We may report what he said without quoting his actual words. This is called indirect speech. So, again I say, we may go report what he said without quoting his actual word. This is called indirect speech. For example, Shukumar said to me, I ate bread and butter. This is direct speech. There is two portion of direct speech. First, reporting speech, and then reported speech. Okay, so dear student, we can say that in a direct speech there are two portions. One, first reporting speech, and then reported speech. The portion which is in the inverted comma is called reported speech, and the portion which is out of the inverted comma is called reporting speech. And then Shukumar said to me that he had eaten bread and butter. This is indirect speech. Here we quote his actual word, Mr. Shukumar. What he says there, we quote, Shukumar said to me, I. Here I means Shukumar. Okay? And in this sentence, Shukumar said to me that he had eaten bread and butter. Okay. The speech which is under quotation marks or inverted commas in a writing is called direct speech, and the verb by which it is expressed is called reporting verb. I said before. So the speech which is under quotation marks, inverted comma, is called direct speech, and the verb by which it is expressed is called reporting verb. There are three features of direct speech. There are three features of direct speech. How can I identify a direct speech? There are three ways to identify direct speech. Okay. First, in writing, the direct speech is put within inverted comma to make of the exact words of the speaker. So, I can say in writing, the direct speech is in the inverted comma to express the exact words or expressed by the speaker. The speaker, what the speaker said is expressed in the inverted comma. Okay. And then comma is used after reporting speech. In the other portion of this sentence, in direct speech, comma is used after reporting speech. You have seen in the above example, I think. Okay. The first letter of the direct speech is a capital letter. Yes. When we can identify a direct speech, we can identify the direct speech in three ways. This is the ways of identifying the direct speech. When we can see in writing, the direct speech, uh, the a sentence or the sentence which is in the inverted comma, we can say this is direct speech. And we also see that in direct speech there is a comma after reporting speech. And we also notice that the direct speech first letter is must, a must capital letter. Okay. He said, for example, he said, there is a comma. This is reporting speech. And then inverted comma, I am ill. This is total. Whole sentence is called reported uh, direct speech. Sorry, direct speech. Okay, let's see another thing. Now look at the following table. Rafiq said, I am very busy. There, Rafiq said, comma, inverted comma, I am very busy. This is called direct speech because there are two portions of this sentence. Rafiq said one portion and other, I am very busy. So this is called direct speech. And notice here, there the subject first letter I is capital letter. Direct speech, there is a speaker. The speaker is he, or Mr. Rafiq. And then reporting verb, said. And direct speech, I am very busy. I am very busy. And on the other hand, in direct speech, when we can identify, there is a speaker also, Mr. Rafiq, reporting verb said, there, a linker or a conjunction or a connector, that is that he was very busy. There was I, but there he. Okay. It will be noticed that in changing the direct speech into indirect, certain grammatical changes have been made. You notice that there Rafiq said, but there is additional word. There is an additional word, linking word, connector or conjunction that. And again, you can notice here I is the subject, but here he is the subject. I think I changes he. Okay. About this, I can say you after some time. Okay. So we have used that before. We have used that before the reported piece or in indirect speech. We have used that before the reported speech or indirect speech. Pronoun I is changed to he. Okay. And then the verb am is changed to was. I say there is some changes. Look here. There is no conjunction that in the form of direct speech, but in direct speech there is a conjunction that. Okay. And pronoun in the direct speech there I is a pronoun. Okay. But indirect speech, it changes into he. Okay. And the verb am, direct speech. Look, is, I am, I am is changes, is, was. Is, am is changed to was. So there it will be noticed that in changing the direct speech into indirect, certain grammatical changes have been made. Okay. If we want to change a direct speech into indirect, we have to change three or more changes. So, when we want to change a direct speech into indirect, I have to change three or more changes. Okay, first, the changes of tense. Second, the changes of person. And then the changes of certain words. In this section, we can see that if the reporting speech in the past tense, remember it, if the reporting speech is in the past tense, we must make the following changes. Remember, if the reporting speech is in the past tense, we must make the following changes. Okay, this is called change of tense. If the direct speech is present tense, I mean present simple tense or present indefinite tense, when we change it, it changes into past indefinite tense. If the direct speech is present continuous tense, it changes into past continuous tense. If the direct speech present perfect tense, it changes or it will be changed into past perfect tense. If the direct speech is past indefinite tense, it will be changed into past perfect tense. If the direct speech is past perfect tense, it will be changed into past perfect tense. If the direct speech is past continuous tense, it will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. And if the direct speech is in future tense, it will be changed into future in the past. Here, the structure of future in the past is subject plus should or would plus V1. Okay, these are changes of tense. When the direct speech in present, if the reported speech is in the past tense, the changes will be made when the changes will be made. Okay. Another, for example, dear student, look at the example board. Reported speech of direct narration, present indefinite tense. He said, I say, reporting speech or reporting verb. If the reporting verb is past tense, the reported speech or direct narration, if the direct narration is in present indefinite tense, it will be changed into past indefinite tense. There are so many examples for you. Please note down these examples. Okay. He said, I write a letter. He said that he wrote a letter. Okay. Present continuous tense. He said, I am reading a book. It will be changed into past continuous tense. He said that he was reading a book. He said, I have done my duty. This is present perfect tense and it will be changed into past perfect tense. He said that he had have done the work. He said that he had done the work. There is a mistake. Sorry. He had done the work. The have should be omitted. Okay. Present perfect continuous tense. They said we have been working for 2 hours and it is changed into past perfect continuous tense. They said that they had been working for 2 hours. Okay. He said, I wrote a letters. This is past indefinite tense and it should be changed into past perfect tense. He said that he had written letters. Okay. He said, I was writing letters. This is past continuous tense and it is changed into past perfect continuous tense. He said that he had been writing letters. He said, I had passed the exam or examination. This is past perfect tense and it is no changed. The past perfect tense. He said that he had passed the examination and he said to me, I shall help you. I shall help you. This is future tense and it should be changed into future in the past. Before I say the structure of future in the past, this is subject plus would or should plus V1. This is, she said to me that she should would help me. Only one you can apply. Okay. So, dear student, this is the examples of the changes of tenses. Do you clear? Yes, I think it is clear to you. If the reporting speech is in the past tense, some words of time expression and place expression are changed. I think in the reporting speech is in the past tense, some words are changes. Okay, look at the table of the below. Here the words in the reporting speech or in the direct speech. In direct speech, there now it should be changed into then. Ago, it should be changed into before. Today, it should be changed into that day. Tonight, that night. Tomorrow, the next day. Yesterday, it should be changed into the previous day. Last plus any other time. I think such as last hour, last month, last week, last year, last day, last night, etc., etc. It should be changed into the previous plus time. I think last night, the previous night, last day, the previous day, etc. Here should be changed into there. This should be changed into that. These should be changed into those. Thus should be that way or so. Come should be changed into go. Here the table of certain words which is changed into indirect speech if the reporting speech in the past tense. Okay. Another, change of person. Here I and you also see that the change of person. Okay. If the subject of reported speech is first person, I think reported speech, uh, who is in the quotation mark or inverted comma, it is called reported speech. So, if the subject of reported speech is first person, it will be changed followed by the subject of reporting speech. For example, he said to me, I have done my duty. He said to me, comma, in inverted comma, I have done my duty. There, the subject is first person, I. It should be changed followed by the subject of reported speech, reporting speech, by the subject of reporting speech. He said to me that he had done his duty. There, first person I, it changed into he, followed by the reporting speech he. Okay. Another, if the subject of reported speech is second person, it will be changed followed by the object of reporting speech. For example, he said to me, you have done your duty. There, notice that you, second person, it should be followed, it should be changed by followed object of the reporting speech. Here is object me. He said to me that I, you is changed followed by me. So there is I. This is present perfect tense. So it should be changed into past perfect tense. I had done your, second person, it should be followed by the object of reporting speech. So, me, your, this is possessive. I, subjective, me, objective, and my, possessive. So, there is my. And third, if there is no object in reporting speech, second person will be changed into third person. So, if there is no object in the reporting speech, second person will be changed into third person. Okay? For example, he said, you have done your duty. There is no object in reporting speech. So, the second person of the subject should be changed into third person. He said that he had done his duty. Okay, I think you understood. If the subject of reported speech is third person, there will be no change. Okay, if the subject of reported speech is third person, there will be no change. For example, he said he has done his duty. He said that he had done his duty. Notice here, there is no change because this is third person. Okay. If the subject of reported speech is first person, we, which means whole mankind, there will be no change. First person, we notice in the first portion of this slide, first person, it will be changed followed by the subject of the reporting speech. But there is a condition. If the subject of reported speech is first person we, which means the whole mankind, there will be no change. We, this is not changed. For example, teacher said, we are mortal. We means the whole mankind. So this is not changed. The teacher said that we are mortal. Okay, dear student. Another slide, some basic changes of reporting verb. For there are five sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. Look, for assertive sentence, say, said, tell, told, also say, said. There is used a conjunction that. Also tell, told, again said, further said, add, added, and then conjunction that. I I can say that if reporting verb say, said, tell, told, they are used in the direct speech, indirect speech is unchanged. Say, said, tell, told, also say, said, also tell, told, again said, further said, add or added, there is used that. For interrogative sentence, the reporting verb is ask or asked, and there is used as a conjunction is if, whether, or WS question. If, whether, or WS questions. For imperative sentence, there are so many verbs is used. Okay, this is imperative sentence. There are so many verbs is used, are used of a order or ordered, and there is used conjunction not plus verb plus to. If the imperative sentence is negative, okay, and imperative sentence, if I used forbid or forbade, I can use I can use only to. Okay, and imperative sentence, let's, I mean proposal, you have to use propose or proposed, and there is used as a conjunction that. For optative sentence, reporting verb wish, wished, अथवा or pray, prayed, and you can use as a conjunction that. For exclamatory sentence, exclaim, exclaim in with joy, sorrow, wonder, and you can use as a conjunction that. Okay, dear student, I think you understand and the idea is cleared before you. And another, if there is in direct speech, wish, would, rather, sooner, it is time, it would be unreal past tense in the indirect speech. For example, the girl said, I wish I sang. I wish I sang. So you can change it. The girl said that she wished she sang. This is first person followed by the subject of reporting speech. When the reporting or principal verb is in the past tense, all present tenses of the direct are changed into the corresponding past tense. Thus, a simple present tense becomes simple past. For example, he said, I am unwell. He said that he was unwell. In this situation or in this criteria, I have said before. I said before. Okay? The changes of tenses. I think you notice there and you understand. Okay? So I have to go another uh, speech or another slide. At the okay, the tense may not change if the statement is universal truth. We may only change the verb according to the subject's number and person. Notice here, the tense may not change if the statement is universal truth. I think I can say if the reported speech is in the universal truth, there there is no change in tenses, but the changes only according to the subject's number and person. Okay. For example, the teacher said the earth moves around the sun. There, the sentence is a universal truth. So, the teacher said that the earth moves around the sun. Notice here, there the subject, the earth, moves, so there is no change. Okay, if the reporting verb is in the present tense, the tenses of the direct speech do not change. I think, notice here, if the reporting speech, the verb is in the present tense, the tenses of the direct speech do not change when we change into indirect. But we may only change the verb according to the subject's number and person. Here, for example, he says, notice here, says, he third person singular number, so say in adds with it is, says. So he has passed the exam. So he has passed the exam. There is no change. Only conjunction is added here. Okay? The pronoun of the direct speech are changed where necessary, so that their relations with the reporter and his hearer, rather than with the original speaker, are indirected. So, if there are pronouns in a direct speech, it should be changes by the following of person changes. Okay? For example, he said to me, I do not believe you. He said that he did not believe me. You changed into me. Okay, dear student, no more today. See you again.